We're just getting older, world is getting colder. Trying to get sober, Lord help me get stronger. World is on my shoulders. How you doing today? This is the 12 and 12 podcast, the podcast about real life, recovery, growth, and redemption, because that's what this is about. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, do me a favor, tap the subscribe button and please share for more. Also, if you have any problem with substance abuse disorder or severe mental illness or know anybody who happens to suffer from that, please share this video with them. Get the help that you need. We're here for you today. You can see the numbers up top. Do not hesitate to call the outreach specialists. They will be happy to help you. We have a special guest today, two special guests. We have Lauren and we have George. Pleasure to be here today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Morgan's Mission. First off, tell me a little bit about yourselves.
Okay. I am Laura Thurman. I am the co-founder of Morgan's Mission. And it all started when my daughter passed away of fentanyl poisoning.
So sorry to hear about that.
Thank you.
How long ago did that happen?
She passed away February 3rd, 2022. So.
And both of y'all are married?
Yes.
Where were y'all originally from?
Bullitt County.
Bullitt County? That's in Louisville, Kentucky?
It's right outside of
County
Louisville.
south.
Oh, it's
Jefferson County.
Jefferson County.
You go
and
south, you go to
We're
Bullitt
Bullitt.
County.
Bullitt County?
Yes.
Okay. So how did it happen? How did she lose her life?
So Morgan did not have a substance abuse disorder, but she was experimenting. Drugs had not yet taken over her life, but she was experimenting with things. And she was at a friend's house one night and there was cocaine there, and she made a very unwise choice to do it. That cocaine was laced with fentanyl.
Wow.
The first line they did was safe. Later on, early that night, early the next morning, they did another line. That line was not safe. So
That's such a sad thing. There's so much substances that's laced with fentanyl out there that I've been seeing online lately. If people who's listening to this, just please listen to this story.
yes.
Because it's a powerful story. It only takes one time.
Yeah.
Just one time. And that's it.
And it wasn't her first time. I do have her phone. Her cousin passed away almost exactly a year before she did. She passed away on February 6th of 2021 of a
Wow.
Percocet that was a fake Percocet. So Morgan knew about fentanyl. She knew pills were not safe. But there was a text in her phone that said, I think cocaine is safe. So it was 1 year after her cousin passed away. I think she was having a really hard time mentally. We always offered to try to get her some type of support, therapy, counseling, and she would always say, Mom, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. So I never really pushed for it. Now I wish I would have pushed for it because she wasn't okay. She really wasn't. I didn't know what grief was.
Damn.
I didn't know what she was feeling when her cousin passed away. They were best friends. They grew up together. Now that she's passed away, I know what grief is, and I know what she was feeling, and I should have got her help.
So it was a state of depression that led her down the path of, even though she knew that the dangers of it.
Right. I don't want to make excuses for her because, I mean, Morgan was a redheaded, very strong-willed child. No one twisted her arm to make the decision she made or anything, but I don't know why she was making that choice. But it wasn't her first time. I do have her phone, and I do know it wasn't her first time. But when we go into schools, the Mount Washington schools allow us to talk to the 8th graders before they go into high school, and that's what one of our main messages is. You cannot experiment. It doesn't matter who you are, who your parents are. Fentanyl does not matter. It does not discriminate. And it doesn't matter if it's your first time trying something or your 100th time trying something. The first line they did that night was fine.
Yeah.
I mean, so you don't know.
Yeah,
So
I always like to say you're playing Russian roulette when you're out there using on the streets.
Yes.
You don't know what's going to happen. I literally just First Step Recovery they just posted on the page, but it's on the news that fentanyl's even been found in vape pens.
Right.
And marijuana vape pens.
Yes.
So it's like it's in the war on drugs over there with the cartels and things. Like I said, we said it before, you know, they said it's coming from China down to the cartels, and they're pushing it here.
and they're charging people, and for all you dealers out there who's dealing this stuff and what's going on, some of you probably know what you're doing, some of you probably don't, but they're handing out a lot of time now.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah, the laws have changed. I'm actually a police officer.
Oh,
For 21 years, the laws have changed with fentanyl now.
Yeah, it's murder. It's a drug-induced
It's all changed.
homicide.
Kentucky, this state, I know has changed the law involving fentanyl.
Wow, could you tell us a little about
Harsher sentencing. Fentanyl.
At the minimum, I think 10 years now.
minimum of 10 years you're going to get for sure
Yes.
for fentanyl. So all you so-called drug dealers, it's a good time to get a
Real job.
get a real job. Get a real job and
Quick kill our kids.
quit
Yeah.
killing our kids, killing the community and taking lives.
Yeah, I actually don't call them drug dealers. We say death dealers because that's
Yeah,
what they're doing.
yeah,
They are dealing death.
Yeah. They're murderers.
I have met so many moms that their child, Morgan was experimenting. Like, I'm not going to hide that. She was. But I have met so many moms over social media that have, like, reached out to me. We just share stories, you know. We only know what each other are feeling. Like, you don't know how I feel. He doesn't know how I feel. Like, I birthed her. Like, she is my child. Like, and so we talk a lot. We message a lot. And I have met so many moms that their child was not even choosing to do drugs. They just had a sleeping disorder, and a friend would say, "Oh, I've got this sleeping pill," and it was pure fentanyl. Or they need their Adderall medicine, or their, you know, and a friend would say, "Oh, well, you can have my Adderall medicine. I'm not going to take it," knowing it didn't come from a pharmacy.
Yeah.
And they go in their child's bedroom the next morning, and they've passed away. And I mean, I've met 5 moms probably, like you said, the vape pens.
Yeah.
Their child, you know, just used a vape pen. So it is everything is laced now. I feel like
No, definitely.
there's not a safe drug.
No,
There's
it's not. It's not. I honestly feel like it's an actual attack. Me personally,
I do too.
I feel like it's an attack on Americans for them to destroy us from the inside. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's more crucial than ever now for people to get sober, get right with God first off.
Yes.
You know, but definitely you don't need any of this stuff. You know, it's
No.
temporary. You're thinking it's gonna be a temporary fix to your problems. No, there's people out here who love you, who's here to help you, and there's help groups that before you even use that you need to talk to somebody. There's people out there to talk to, you know. So definitely, people do not experiment out there at all. You might have been lucky or blessed for however long you've been doing it, but it only takes one time.
Right.
What made you start the organization with Morgan's Mission?
Well, when she passed away, with her not having a substance abuse disorder, and we just thought, you know, we have to educate and spread awareness that you cannot experiment. You cannot. So that's kind of how we didn't know how to start. And then my daughter-in-law, Chastity Lewis, and my son Dylan Lewis, they are also co-founders. So Chastity came up with an idea, and she's like, I want to do a walk. I want to do something to remember the lives lost. That, you know, they're not here to tell their story. So we talked to the city of Mount Washington, and they said, we don't know if people will just come out for a walk. Why don't you do some type of rally? Have food trucks, bounce houses, get kids there, get young families with kids there that, you know, need to hear this story. And we just kind of grew off of that for that event. And then as we've raised money and actually put our own money into it, we were able to make signs. So we have Morgan's Mission signs, and parents have submitted their loved ones that have lost their life either to overdose or fentanyl to us. And we have over 300 signs that we display at all our events.
Wow.
It puts a face with, you know, what's going on, the epidemic. We have babies on those signs. Those babies did not choose to do fentanyl.
Wow.
So it really, when people walk up and see those signs, just tears come to their eyes because they just don't realize the beautiful people that are passing away from this. Like they're just beautiful people. So, so our events really like this. We just had it last Sunday, our 4th annual event. It has grew. We have resource tables there. We have mental health tables, food trucks. So that's kind of how we started spreading the awareness and education. And then as we've grown, like the schools have invited us to come in and talk to the 8th graders and share with them. And then as we were doing this, we met so many just different angel parents that have reached out to us that we can love on, that we can care, we can share our stories, because they listen and they care. Sometimes people ask, but they don't care, you know? And then when we started doing this, we started meeting people in recovery. And it's like, you know what? We need to include them because they're here. They made it. Our child didn't make it, but they did. So we need to cheer them on. We need to support them and be there for them. So that's kind of how we've grown and how we got started. And then we've went to a few recovery centers. We've talked to them, told Morgan's story. So when they get out, they can make wise decisions and maybe think about Morgan, and and a lot of them will come up to us after the meeting and say, I don't want to put my mom through what you all go through. Yeah. I'll think of that next time I have the choice in front of me. So I think they listen.
I've been very blessed to be able to give back scholarships.
Yes.
Back 4 year to Bullitt County Schools.
Oh, wow.
We've got given back almost $20,000. Next year we'll exceed $20,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and so the way that they can qualify for this scholarship is they have to write an essay on how drugs have affected their life. If drugs have not affected their life, they write an essay on how can we fight this drug epidemic. Because a lot of kids are ordering off of Snapchat.
Yeah.
Us being older, we don't know all those Snapchats. So, we can take what they write and, maybe do something with that to be able to catch these people who are selling on Snapchat and stuff. But most of our essays that we have are children that have got the scholarships. They have really sad stories. Either their parents have put them through hell, and parents don't realize what they're doing to their children when they choose drugs, or some of them have already used and have already been in treatment centers before they even graduate.
Wow.
So, but we want to give these children a chance to go to college. A lot of scholarships are based on your A/B honor roll, your attendance. We don't do that. So we want to give them all a chance to be able to go. So that's how we choose our winners.
That's a beautiful thing right there. This is Morgan right here, people.
Yeah, her birthday is actually tomorrow. She'll be 27. She'll be 27 tomorrow.
Wow.
So.
Gone too soon.
Yes.
Gone too soon. You see that? So many people, like you said, such a powerful thing there. People, don't let your parents, don't let your loved ones go through what you see them going through right now. And so many other people who's going through right now because they're not here anymore because of overdose or taking something laced with fentanyl. Your lives mean something. God has a purpose for your lives. Don't play Russian roulette with the precious life that you have. And it's a great thing that you're doing with giving back to the community, giving back with scholarships and things. People who's out there who's listening to it, if you contact them,
yes,
help them, and y'all help each other. You could be in different states. You can make movements in your states. We need to share this video. We need to raise awareness to the situation that's going on across the world and let them know, listen, we could work together to put a stop to this. We could work together to be that voice out there, hope out there for people who's thinking that, you know what, I feel like letting loose today. I'm gonna go use this. I'm gonna go try this or this other person doing it. Bad influences leads to deaths all the time. Being around wrong people lead to deaths all the time. A true friend is going to tell you, no, don't do this. Don't do this. This is bad for you. I don't care if they're doing it. If they're doing it, you see a friend or you got somebody who's doing it, be that good friend. You don't know what they're going through that's leading them to do that. You be that person. If you love a person, you're going to tell them, don't do that. Listen, you need to stop that, bro. You need to stop that shit. Whatever it is, be that person to stand up. If you're in school, be that person to stand up. If you have family members, be that person to stand up and say, you know what? Stop. Don't do it.
Yeah. And I can't explain why Morgan chose what she did, because we have videos of Morgan that she put on Facebook begging after her cousin passed away. I guess a lot of people reached out to her and invited her to do stuff with them, do drugs with them. And it's a heartbreaking video that she has that's saying, quit asking me if I want to do drugs. I saw my cousin pass away. I do not want to do drugs. Stop asking me. Stop. You're going to die too.
So I'm sure most of you know, like, I just lost my cousin in February to an overdose. I don't want to hang out with you. I don't want to do pills with you. I don't want to do drugs. Quit asking me if I want to do bars and ecstasy and like all kinds, because I don't. I literally saw my best friend laying dead on the floor. So please tell me why I want to do anything.
Wow.
And that was probably 10 months, maybe 11 months before she passed away. So it's like, I think we were just confused.
Jeez.
Like, we didn't get it. Like, and she was always posting on her Facebook about, messing her cousin and about grieving and about fentanyl dealers or death dealers. Fentanyl dealers should die. Like, so I don't understand why she thought cocaine was safe. I don't understand. So parents, please teach your kids nothing is safe. Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing to say. Nothing. It's not back in the
Not
day.
even marijuana.
I mean,
It's not, definitely
kids,
not.
from a kid's perspective, I think cocaine's always been like, as me being a law enforcement officer, I've always seen cocaine's been more of a rich person drug. That's
Yeah.
where they say, oh, meth, you're more poor. Cocaine, more elite. Judges, doctors, lawyers. That's kind of a higher society drug, higher society parties. And I really think, though, because, she was a huge fan of Mac Miller. And right after she passed, Mac Miller's caused death come back, and it was fentanyl.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I think when people like Mike Miller started passing away, it did let kids know that cocaine
It's not
is
safe.
kind of fentanyl, because what Mike Miller supposedly used. And there were some ties there. We were watching a show last night, or 2 nights ago, and there's been numerous celebrities that died and overdosed off cocaine. It was laced with fentanyl.
I wish she would have seen that, would have known.
Wow.
One I said it was covered up, and then it come out.
Tom Petty?
Tom Petty. Had
Oh,
no
yeah?
idea.
For real?
Yeah, it's fentanyl.
It came out
Tom
last
Petty, yeah, it come out.
Or it was on the
this was
show
a
we were
heart attack
watching
at
last
first.
night.
Yeah.
And then it come when its autopsy come back, they changed it to fentanyl. I mean, Tom Petty, like you just would imagine, like.
That's what I'm saying. It does not discriminate. It doesn't matter
discriminate.
how much money you
Of
have.
course,
Or,
Michael Jackson was fentanyl. There's been several. Prince, fentanyl.
Oh, for real?
Yep. There was that show at night, remember?
I thought it was like just a regular heart.
Prince is fentanyl. You go research it. Yeah, his doctor was giving him stuff and going getting other stuff. And they didn't know where it come from, though. They never found out where that pill come from. You would think with Prince, they would have found out where it came from. But, I mean, you got when you're that rich, you got doctors covering you. You got the bodyguard was covering him, getting his things. So,
yeah.
You just never know.
at the end of the day, it's come some point to where, yeah, you will know where it came from, but it doesn't change the fact that your loved one's gone, your person's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to get justice, but your person's still gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Morgan was with a young man, and he moved to Florida right after Morgan passed away. His mom lived in Florida, and which I understand, and she sold his house and moved him to Florida for counseling and therapy. And I was just able to recently talk to him, and I'm glad I was, because he has a lot on his shoulders.
Yeah.
He lived.
Yeah.
Morgan didn't. So he has a lot of guilt. And I just let him know that I didn't blame him.
Yeah.
I pray for him. I don't hold him responsible. I don't at all hold him responsible, because Morgan could have gotten cocaine from someone and taken it to him just as easily as, So, I don't blame him. And I'm so glad I did get to talk to him.
Yeah.
Even though it's been 4 years later, but yeah, I don't hold him responsible. He didn't make Morgan do that.
Yeah.
She chose to do that. Morgan, like I said, she was very strong-willed, and she made her own decisions, and she didn't let anybody, make decisions. She didn't let anybody make
so she
decisions for her.
basically
So
wasn't forced to. She knew she was. She knew she was doing, but didn't know the outcome that was coming.
yeah.
What are some of the things that I know you're pushing with Morgan's Mission forward? What are some of your plans for the future with Morgan's Mission?
Well, one thing that I would like to see is more Narcan. We do have it in Mount Washington at the library, and it's also at the Bullitt County Health Department in Shepherdsville, and it's at the jail. I would like to be able to have it set in other places, get like the newspaper boxes, and be able to be funded to have Narcan in there available for people. Because I feel like they say the overdose rate is going down. I don't feel like it's going down. I feel like people are not passing away because organizations like us are out preaching Narcan.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting narked. That's what's saving them.
That's great.
Yeah.
You always have your people who are your haters. Well, diabetes medicine ain't free. Why is Narcan? It's different grants. You gotta understand that. Like, if it was your child or your person, and you would pray to God there was Narcan there.
Yeah.
I'll show you that. If you're not, you're
So-
probably a piece of.
I always keep Narcan in my car, and then I have it in my purse, I have it in my car, I have a bag in my car, and I give it out all the time.
Yeah.
But I always tell people, they cannot get into treatment unless they're alive. And you got to have Narcan, and I couldn't imagine being at a gas station or walking into a women's restroom and someone in there overdosing and I didn't try to save them. I couldn't imagine that.
Yeah.
So we try to also spread awareness and education that your everyday family needs Narcan. Don't be the parents that say, well, my kids will never do drugs. I don't need Narcan at my house.
Or if they don't, but I want to save your kid.
Right.
I hope I would.
Save someone else's.
Yeah, I'd be a piece of. If I didn't.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
If you could walk by somebody OD and not care about them, your heart's not right.
Yeah, yeah.
As a human being, what's wrong with you? That's it.
Yeah, so we would like to see more of Narcan being readily available in Bullitt County.
Let's make it happen, people.
Yeah.
You hearing it? Let's work and see what we can.
Yeah.
In Bullitt
It's not
County,
just Bullitt County.
and
Well,
Jefferson
yeah.
County and across the world, just to see, across the nation, definitely, because you're doing something that a lot of people and a lot of parents might have lost their children, but they're not making a move like you.
Right.
I feel like God probably put on your heart for this mission to help save many lives.
Yes.
Because so many people feel like they were victimized because their loved ones lost, and they feel like they can't do anything about it.
Right.
And I think some families too, like my wife said, I think some families are just too, I guess naive would be the word. Parents are naive, thinking, not my kid. I mean, everybody wants to think your kid's is the best kid ever. We all want to think that our kids are great, But the reality is, I mean, we were kids at one time. We did dumb stuff too.
Right.
We're here talking about it, but we all done dumb things.
Yeah.
We're not angels,
Yeah.
we're not perfect. So.
Yeah. I say Bullitt County because I feel like it's not readily available in Bullitt County because we don't have all the connections like Jefferson County has. So one thing that we do, try to do once a month, we don't always get to do it, but Jessica Ashby, she's a volunteer for YPR, Young People in Recovery. She goes out and we go with her and we pass out Narcan. We go to the Portland area, we meet at the McDonald's, we go around that area. We also meet down at Brook Street at Kentucky Harm and Vocal. This Monday on Labor Day, they're actually going out to Dixie Highway. So she has Narcan, and we pass out Narcan and water and snacks and different things that the houseless would need. So, so I feel like those programs are a little bit more available in Jefferson County than Bullitt County.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So we definitely got to work together to get this. People, keep Narcan on you. Go listen. You see the events? They're gonna post it up. I'll throw some events up on the screen so people can see it. Listen, show up to the events, support the events.
Yeah.
Follow Morgan's Mission.
Yes.
Follow all the sites that you see on there that's making a move to stop the mass killings, because that's what they are. It's killing people. The mass killings of people because it is drug use, because it is fentanyl use. you know, and people lacing it. It's just crazy. We need to get sober, America. We need to change, you know, and make smart choices. It says right here, I see where it says fentanyl facts. It is the #1 killer for Americans aged 18 to 45.
That's over suicide, accidents,
Car
car wrecks, anything.
It's insane.
COVID.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It doesn't, it's mass murder.
Yes.
That's what this is. It's mass murder that is happening in America today.
And not to be political, but that is our military age.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They're killing off our military age young adults.
Yeah, they're killing off the future of America.
Yes. Yes.
Well, what's happened? I literally seen something that has said that I think by like the year 2032 or something, or 33, that there's gonna be more people over the age of 40 in America than there's going to be 18 to like 30.
The pace is going. It's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
They're wiping out our youth.
They really are.
They're wiping them out.
Yeah.
What's gonna be left after that? Country taking over?
Right.
You know, I mean,
Scary thought.
it is. It's a very scary thing. It's gonna leave the borders wide open. Who? Young people. Who's gonna be? You know what I'm saying? We're getting older. Who's going to be here? Who's going to be here? Another country comes right in to sweep it right for money. You expect people 40, 50, 60 years old out there fight when y'all got the longevity. You got the
Absolutely.
open. It's gonna be wide open because y'all are losing your lives not because of war, but because of bad decisions on using. You know you have an enemy out there that's taking you out. That's what's happening. They're taking us out. They're taking the youth out. Taking you out. Do not be a victim. And if somebody you know is pushing you to do it, don't do it. Please make better choices. Please.
Yes. Yeah.
I just like to thank y'all for coming in today and telling stories. Is there anything else, any messages you would like to tell to the people? Here's your chance to let them know today.
Please follow Morgan's Mission on Facebook. We will post all our events. We actually just had our rally walk last 2 Sundays ago that I was talking about. This year our crowd was down a little bit because I know the heat and stuff. But I would love, like next year, my goal is to make it, I hate to say bigger and better because it's sadly beautiful. Like you shouldn't want an event to be bigger and better. But like, I just want everybody to be able to come together at our events, love on one another, support one another, and get the help that they need because it's a free event. So I don't charge anyone to set up a resource table. No one. I want people to be able to be there so people in the surrounding counties can come and get the help they need or get the help they need for their family. So, and then I don't want any of our angels forgotten. So, yeah.
And hopefully next year we organize. This year, she said it's heat, but then we went through a lot with our family. My mom just died 2 weeks ago. And
Oh, sorry to hear
we
that.
spent
Thank you.
37 days in a row in the hospital.
Wow.
So we didn't get to push.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Really,
Yeah.
the walk this year was kind
We
of.
didn't get to
honestly,
push
thought
it like we normally do.
It was what
So.
we thought about. You know, we buried Mom Saturday. The walk was 1 day later, so it
Yeah.
was.
Wow.
There was no time to. But next year, something we mentioned doing this year, but again, our life fell apart. We would like to honor some people that's in long-term recovery, even short-term recovery. People who in recovery period, you know, because to get to long-term, you got to be short-term. You don't get to long-term. If you don't get 100 days, that you get a day. So therefore, that's something that we mentioned doing this year. But then, like I said, our
Yeah.
private lives fell apart.
We want to support those in recovery. Morgan
That's something
Morgan didn't make it to recovery, and I really feel like if she didn't pass away that night, we all know what fentanyl does. If you don't pass away from it, you're addicted to it, and you want it 15 minutes later and 15 minutes later. So I feel like she would have went down the road of self-destruction. So
quick story like this, how you impact people's lives in recovery and stuff. There was a boy in 2007, he was 17. I worked a case on him as a juvenile. He broke into somebody's house, pulled a knife on him. I pushed the courts and his attorneys to charge him as an adult, as a child, not an adult, because I knew it'd ruin his life. This young man, Joe Davis, love you buddy, he went through a lot of hell in his life. I'm going to jail in prison, got shot. Joe is doing great now. He come to mom's funeral, give me a hug.
Yeah.
And like that's the kind of guys like Joe Davis that I want to So
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, man. I can't see him else. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, we just want to be able to support
great.
those in recovery because,
great to
you
hear.
know, our kid's not here. So,
And respect to come to mom's funeral, you know what I'm saying? Somebody I've been across my life. And we got baptized 2 years ago. I was there for him to get baptized. So
Oh
it's
wow,
awesome.
wow.
yeah.
Shout out Joe Davis.
Yeah.
Shout out Joe Davis.
That's right.
It's listen,
You're doing great, man. Proud of him.
the recovery's the beginning, and just because you make a mistake doesn't mean you have to continue down that path. Listen,
you're a bad
people,
person.
it doesn't mean you're a bad person.
No.
You know, it's not too late to turn around.
If you're breathing, you can make a change.
Yeah,
You're breathing.
yeah.
You're still breathing.
For sure.
That's all that matters. Don't matter what you've been through, the hell you've been through, the prison terms, whatever. And this is coming from a very experienced long-term cop. You know, you can always change. Anybody can.
Yep. I changed.
We've seen that. You know,
You
we've
know,
seen that.
it's just live a testimony. You know, I changed. God changed my life. Went to prison at a young age, and didn't have bad parents. Just made bad decisions, and I could have been
The
dead.
prison system
You
in
know?
the United States is full of a lot of guys and girls that made one bad choice.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I know there's some criminals in there, lifelong criminals. Is I mean, full of people who made one bad choice.
Yeah.
You know, and like I explain to kids, 'cause I work with kids still to this day, you know, alternative school. You know, when I was 21, I'd be up a guy, I'd been in jail. I was 23, I had a job at jail. When I was 25, I was a cop. I'm still a cop. So
Yeah.
same job, you know, 23
that?
years later. So people, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's amazing, right?
I've got stories, man. It's,
Yeah.
I ain't ashamed of it.
I mean,
I was in Bullitt County Jail. Then I had a job there 2 years later. Between 21 and 25, jail as an inmate, as a correction officer, as a cop. You know, just 4 years.
oh, that's wild.
And it's just 2 years later, I did something wrong. I've been in trouble. So
Jeez, I mean, yeah,
you know, so living proof. You know?
yeah, living proof that. That's why.
Bad choice.
Yeah,
I
bad.
beat a guy up and made a bad choice. I should have left and stayed.
Yeah. See,
I should have off. Bad choice. Make 2 bad choices.
Exactly, right.
So we've all been there. We've all done things. You know, we've all got stories. You know, we all do. So.
Yeah. You know, it's bad choices. You know what I'm saying? And like, hey, I made my bad choice. I'm like, that's it. That's a wrap. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You learn. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it might take you 2 or 3 times to learn. Some of you might be out there learning right now, but it's not too late.
If you're still alive, you're still learning.
Still alive. Still learning.
You're still alive. You're still learning.
Yep.
For
Every
sure.
day. Every day, learn something new.
Yep.
Thank you so much for coming in
Thank
today.
you. We appreciate you having us.
Pleasure.
And hey, keep us posted anytime I want to come in and give a message or whatever it might want to
Okay,
be.
great.
It's open for you, and the voice is here.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
We thank you so much for tuning in to the show today. We love you all, and remember, make smart choices and make sure you keep some Narcan on you. Save somebody else's life. You know what I'm saying? Or just have it there because you just never really know. You could save your child's life. You could save somebody else's child's life. Somebody else's parents' life.
Yes.
Think about other people, and let's come together and fight this war that's coming against America right now. Because this fentanyl thing, it's a war. This drug use is a war. So we love you all and have a blessed day.